Hello, everyone. My name is Don, and today's a special day today because today is Valentine's Day in the United States of America. And I want to talk about a very important topic today for today's special day. And that topic is trust. You see, trust in any relationship, whether it be with a spouse, a friend, or a family member, always needs trust in order for the relationship to be healthy. And I want to talk about the number one thing that I feel is a problem in a lot of relationships: constant cheating. What is the point of cheating?
I thought you were mine, but it seems like you never were. Our hearts were connected, but I lost yours. Somewhere along the line, you decided to cheat on me. I don't know why. I ask you, what's your problem? And you give me no reply. I will love you to the day I die. No matter what happens in this life, I will always remember you because the incredible moments that we shared will last forever.
Now, let's throw a scenario at you real quick. A little movie I enjoyed called The Last Kiss with Zach Braff. It's a remake of an Italian movie. Haven't seen the Italian version yet, but I want to. But in this Last Kiss movie, Zach Braff, he's with his woman. He's been with her for a few years, and then now she's pregnant with his first child. And he's turning 30 years old. He's very nervous about the whole thing, because he feels like his life is completely going in a direction he's always hoped for. And so he's like, there's no more mystery, there's no more surprise and stuff like that. So then he meets Rachel Belson in this movie, who's young and she's a free spirited woman, and he's attracted to her. And at first he's like, yeah, she's attractive and stuff, but I have a woman, I can't do this. And then it's like, he gets her number, and then like she calls him at work, and then he just falls right into the deep end head first. And then he hangs out with her. They go out. He's lying to his girlfriend about, yeah, I'm hanging out with my friend Casey Affleck, and I'm really with this woman and stuff. And then she finds out. Now she's super pissed about it, and she's crying, she's in tears, she's heartbroken, and on top of that she's pregnant, which is even worse. And then he's lying to his wife. He kisses Rachel Belson. He feels guilty about it. So he says, I can't do this. And then he leaves because of the guilt. And then his girlfriend calls him, and she's super upset. Now he's like, oh, yeah, she's found out. Now she's super pissed. Then he goes back, rushes back to his house, tries to confess. He confesses to her, but it's too late. You see, that's the thing. It's too late at that point when he confesses, because he's already been going on with this secret relationship, for so long. And that's why she's pissed, because he lied to her. I don't think she'd be pissed if it's like, okay, he's at this wedding reception and he meets this woman and he doesn't ask for the phone number. She says, oh, you want my number? Is that really wrong?
I saw you with another person. What were you thinking? Were you thinking about us? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to us? I loved you unconditionally, but your deception and your lies were not seen. I never thought this day would come, but it has. And now I must accept the reality that you never cared. Because if you did, you wouldn't have taken my heart, held it so closely to yours, and then, without thinking, throw it on the floor and break it.
He's lying to his girlfriend or his wife or whoever about who he's spending time with. She has no idea. She's completely oblivious to this whole thing. And, he's thinking there's nothing wrong. I'm just having this little fling on the side because let's say there's something wrong with him inside of himself. And he doesn't want to confess to his girlfriend or his wife about what the problem is with his personal self and in the relationship. So a man is going to cheat, or if a woman even is going to cheat on their spouse, they should break it down to him immediately. They should say, listen, it's messed up, but hey, at least you're being honest and you're just cutting this off before any real damage happens, where you're just like, okay, listen, man or woman, just look at your spouse in the eye. If you're thinking about cheating, you look at the person you're with and say, hey, when I first met you, I loved you and it was amazing. But then something's happening with our relationship. Something's happening with me personally. Just break it down to them. Tell them why. Don't just cut it off with them because you want to hide your emotions and your feelings and you don't want to express that. That's the problem with most people, is that they don't want to express their inner selves and just lay out their guts and stuff to someone. Because you can't just say, oh yeah, I'm leaving you because I'm attracted to someone and it's over and just leave. I mean, you could, but then that's not right to the other person. You want to be fair. And so even though it's messed up in either way, it's like, okay, at least you're being bluntly obvious with them and you're going to break their heart, but at least you're being honest and you're not saying, and you're not doing the cheating thing. You're not keeping it a secret, because then that's even worse. That's going to affect you inside morally if you're a good person, and it's going to affect the relationship that you're with. And there's no point in trying to juggle both things. There's no point in that whatsoever. It's just be like, listen, I met someone and I'm attracted to them and I love you. I've loved you for a long time, but there's a problem in our relationship and there's something wrong with me personally inside and this and XYZ. And then you should just be like, I don't want to be with you anymore and I want to be with this other person, and it's over. And that's going to hurt them, but at least you're breaking it down to them instead of going the whole keeping secrets, deception, lies, secret messages and stuff and sneaking out and all that stuff. Don't do all that. That is just a complete waste of your time and the person's time that you're with. You're in a relationship and you have a friend of the opposite sex that you had just met, and they had this person, you've never been friends with them before, you just met them, and you tell your spouse about it, depending on the circumstances. If it's a genuine circumstance, something that is legit, I don't know what that would be, but you should tell them and say, hey, I met this girl or this man, and they're cool, and I've known them for a while or whatever. Take the time to get to know them first, because just hopping on to the person that you're attracted to and getting their number, I think there's a little something wrong with that. But if it's a casual acquaintance at work, I think that's okay. Or a friend of a friend, something like that is fine. But just like, oh, they're attractive, and so I got their number. There's something wrong with that, in my opinion. And but we shouldn't be jealous of, I shouldn't be jealous of my girlfriend if she has male friends. If she likes to go out to the bar and drink with her male friends, hey, honey, go ahead, have fun, and it's like, if you want me to come, I come. If you don't want me to come, I won't go, I may be a little suspicious if she says, well, I don't want you coming. Okay, why don't you want me to come with you? She should be open and be like, oh yeah, if you want to, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's fine. And if I don't want to go, I don't want to go, and she can go with her male friends, and that's fine. I trust her. Same thing she should have with me. If I'm hanging out with some female friends and she doesn't want to go, I invite her. She doesn't want to go, then I trust her. She trusts me. And that's what the main thing is in a relationship. The guy is friends with a woman, the woman should not be jealous, because I feel like if a woman is jealous for her boyfriend having a friend who's a girl, she must not trust him. Like I said, trust is the main thing in every relationship. If there's no trust, then there is no relationship. And so unless you see your spouse just like hugging this person and grabbing like their butt or something, or just like extremely like close to the face where they're about to kiss or something, then there should be a red flag that goes, hey, why are you so close to my man or whatever. But I look at it like, you should trust your man if he's hanging out with a woman. If he's hanging out with a woman, you shouldn't be upset with him. And then the same thing with men. If you see your woman with another man and they're just hanging out and who this person is. Even if you don't know the person, you should just trust your woman. You shouldn't be jealous. I don't like jealous people. Like, if you see your man or your woman with another person who happens to be the opposite sex, you shouldn't get upset. You shouldn't get jealous. You shouldn't jump to conclusions, because then that means you must not trust the person that you're with. And trust is the key thing in every relationship. There's nothing wrong with asking your person that you're with and saying, oh yeah, who was that? And then hopefully the person you're with gives you an honest response. That is the main thing, is to trust, because if there's no trust, there's no relationship. Everything is not just black and white. There's always a gray area. And so it's really difficult to talk about it, because every person on this planet has a different way of thinking and a different mind. All I'm saying is that it's okay for a man in a relationship to have female friends, and it's okay for a female in a relationship to have male friends. And neither party should get jealous of them having the friend of the opposite sex, because you're supposed to have trust. You're supposed to trust each other with everything and anything. And if you don't trust your partner with any particular thing, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. That's how I look at it. If you meet someone and you're deciding to cheat on your woman, talk about it first. Talk to your spouse and say, listen, honey, there's something wrong with our relationship and I would like to work this out. And if she feels something, she should say the same thing. Like, yeah, honey, there's something wrong with our relationship. I would like to work this out. Talking is also the best policy in a relationship. You must talk to each other. You must communicate with each other, and keep each other up to speed on how you feel about one another. Like, hey, honey, I don't like the way you do this, but let's talk about it. Let's be calm and civil and discuss this, and stuff. And I'm gonna pour my heart out to you, and hopefully you understand, and hopefully we can communicate on a mutual level, and you talk about it first, instead of keeping it a secret, because it's not good. You shouldn't keep secrets from each other. Considering cheating on your spouse with some other person, and you've already discussed what the problem is with your current relationship, and you just feel like you've tried and you've exhausted your resources and you just feel like cheating, tell your spouse before you cheat. Tell them, just be like, okay, listen, I met someone and I don't want to be with you anymore, and we've tried to work out our problems, and I feel like we've exhausted our resources, and I'm feeling like I should move on. And so I've met someone else, and I'm sorry. Don't do the cheating thing. I don't understand the cheating thing. I mean, maybe it's like you're with someone and you may still love them, even though there's a problem, clearly, because you wouldn't be cheating if there wasn't a problem, right? Unless you're just some sexual person who's just like, oh, I have to have sex all the time. Then it's like, you should be able to discuss whatever the problem is before you just consider breaking up with them or consider cheating. But the main thing is trust in any relationship, whether it be friendship, relationship, family. If someone asks you something, just be honest. Just say, hey, you asked me this question. Now I'm going to tell it to you. I like most people, like myself, I don't like to put out all my business. So I won't tell you everything, but if you ask, you shall receive. If you don't like the answer, well, you shouldn't have asked the question, But then I shouldn't have kept it secret from you, I should have told you about who I was with, stuff like that, She should have told me who she was with, instead of keeping it secret. I trust you. Trust. It's a very important thing. So, happy Valentine's Day. And I hope everyone has a great day, and love each other, respect each other, and trust each other. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.